And so at this point, we're now into the channel modeling world, and no matter how you model it, it's going to be wrong. The goal for any channel modeling should be usefulness, not accuracy or prescription. And you've got multiple tools in your toolbox, and you should be using all of them. So lots of attribution models that I've seen, I'd categorize as not useful and misleading. It's false precision at scale. It really depends on how you use them. Marketing mix models tend to be more useful by default, but often lack the precision that we want as growth marketers and operators. So in addition to those two, you should be using experimentation to prove out incrementality from your marketing mix modeling, and observation of your marketing and your customer journey. The anecdotes should support the data. If they don't trust either until you resolve that. So we could have a full day session just on this stuff, but let's not do that. In any event, my general advice here is don't have one model that rules them all, and take any models that you do use with the appropriate grains of salt. All right, so for our purposes, here's a framework that we can use when we're building out our channels. So we've got a little pipeline here. The first stage is the ideas. This is the catalog of channels that you've got. The on deck circle. These are channels that you're getting ready to or could be ready to very quickly move into. Then testing. You're now active in these channels. You're learning and iterating on an initial strategy or tactic. Then building out. So you're starting to marshal more resources towards building on a successful test. You're developing channel strategies and tactics, and then committing or committed to already. These are now a mainstay in your channels. They're operating well and driving results efficiently. So any channels in these later three stages can get the doubling down treatment, which is a special category where you've got promising indicators and there's room for, or maybe need for, expansion. And then conversely, any of these three stages can get the not working yet treatment, where things get put on the shelf due to a variety of factors. So create measurements and guardrails for each of these stages, and then revisit them on a predetermined cadence. For me, I found that quarterly works really well, but do whatever makes sense and works for you. And a quick word of advice from the mathematician, Donald Knuth. Give your ideas, bets, and initiatives time to work or not work. Change too much too early, and you're going to be stuck managing the trees and missing the forest. Which brings me to a few more do's and don'ts in this process. So do plan and invest as if it's going to be successful. Don't throw things at the wall and see what sticks. Do have clear hypotheses and intentions for each stage and channel. Don't refuse to revisit something because it didn't work at one point in the past. Do things because it makes sense for your business and your customers. Don't do things because other companies are doing them. Do calibrate actions and assessment to the role that channel should play. And don't assess every channel on the same metric.